Oh yeah, gonna be getting my swim on today. So much gratitude for this magnificent, beautiful beach. The tide is high and the fish are jumping. And today, I'm a freshwater fish. Hello friends, and welcome to my favorite beach this summer. This is the beach at Waukegan of all places. It amazes me how many people that I talk to that are from here or from Illinois in general don't realize how gorgeous Lake Michigan is and what an amazing beach experience it is. So now when I think Waukegan, I think beach. So I just wanted to talk about what this summer has meant for me since it's almost over, and because I'm in Illinois, I can feel like the impending end of summer approaching, and it's different for me because I'm usually somewhere, pretty moderate, or where there's not going to be like 0-degree weather. So I know that this is all going to come to an end pretty soon, and so I just wanted to document what this summer has been for me, because it's been the most difficult summer in years for me, probably 10 years. Like, it's been the most difficult summer. And ironic thing is, 10 years ago I was here in Waukegan as well, or maybe 11 years ago, and that was just horrendous. I had such a horrible time here. This is a place that I would never choose to come to. All of the worst things that have happened to me and the most tragic experiences that I've had have been here in Waukegan. And so I call this the summer of acceptance for me, because I have had to accept the fact that my reason for existing at this time is here in Waukegan, which is my youngest child. She's 12, and I picked up everything and I moved here to be closer to her because I wanted to do the right thing and be a parent who has a presence in her life, and to I figured that that's the correct thing to do, right? We should do that as parents. We should try to show up for our kids, right? I grew up with an absent parent, and then the other parent was physically present, but she was totally gone too. So I thought I was doing the right thing, and I showed up, and then that child is not interested. She's completely ignoring me because of her relationship with her father. I believe that's why, that their bond is so intimate, and she doesn't want to disappoint him by getting close to me. So I've had to accept that, and that's been a really difficult thing to accept, because like I said, Waukegan is the last place on the planet Earth that I would ever choose to, that I've ever been to, that I would want to return to. So I've had to accept that difficult thing, and there are many difficult things that I've had to accept. Another difficult thing that I had to accept is the coping mechanism that has been working for me since I've been here, which is junk food. I really hate it. I hate junk food. I hate poisoning myself. I hate toxins, as you know. And I would rather usually use alcohol than junk food, but I don't like alcohol either. So I've had these two coping things that I've had to accept as pretty much a daily part of my life. This morning I had Godiva chocolate, which is not my thing. It's just like, that's not who I am. But I almost can't get my day started without it. I need junk in my life. So I've had to accept that, and I really struggled with it, and the junk food issue has been creeping up slowly for the past few years, where I came from a very strict discipline of no junk food whatsoever. I was vegetarian, I've been vegan, I've been a raw foodist, I've had pristine levels of health and hygiene, internal hygiene, which junk food just insults, completely. And so I've had to come to terms with the reality of the fact that I can't always afford to time-wise and everything, van lifing, I can't always afford to eat the way that I want to. Like this morning, I was gonna cook a healthy meal. I use like a hot pot, and I take it to the park and I plug it in, and I cook potatoes, onions. Actually, I've been making some amazing apple butter, because there's crab apples growing everywhere, and there's like these really like nice tart, crisp green apples growing everywhere here in Waukegan. And so I made some apple butter with that, and and with the potatoes and the peppers, and oh man, it's so good. It's just so satisfying and filling. And I wanted to do that today, but because of the stress and the strain of the things that I've had to accept, I ate chocolate instead. And then I went to Taco Bell, got chicken quesadilla. So there you go. But as I'm eating the chicken quesadilla, I'm like, you know what? How can I share the fact that this is okay? You know what I mean? Like, this is what I have to do to survive. This is what I have to do to cope, and that it's okay, and that I'm not a bad person because of it, and that it's not going to break me. You know what I mean? Like, I think all my life I've been really health conscious and thinking that diet makes you or breaks you. And I think in some ways it can, you know, if you're not conscious of what you're doing. But in my case, it's not, you know, like, it's not going to make me or break me if I have a season of junk food. So I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm trying to enjoy the ways that I'm coping, and I know that it's going to change eventually. I will be getting housed pretty soon, and that's a whole other set of anxiety that I have to face, because I know I won't be free anymore. I will have to pay rent, and so there's just like, I really don't have a lot of positive things to deliver this year, but I do have the positive attitude of acceptance, which is everything, because no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, how bad it is, if you can't accept reality, then you're in trouble. So another thing I want to say that's helped me cope a lot this year is that I met a new friend, Eric, and he's been with me all along. You know, he's been with me all summer, and he's going through his own difficult things as well. We're both in kind of an emotionally unstable and needy place, and we're like supporting one another. And that's just a beautiful blessing. I told him yesterday, you know, with tears in my eyes, like, I never needed anybody before. I never needed anybody. I've always been able to do it on my own. I've always been able to, and that, you know, I can't believe that, you know, I'm this weak and that it's this hard, and that I need you. I need someone. And so that, you know, is another thing that I've had to accept, is that I actually need help. I can't do everything by myself. And that's a huge, like, for me, it's like an insult, you know, and I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to frame this in a positive way, but you know what I mean? We're all like, you know, trying to cope with our lives, and the country and the world right now is putting so much pressure on us with their geoengineering of the weather and all these storms and all this uncertainty about weather. You know, he who controls the weather controls the world, and believe me, the government is controlling us through the weather. They're what's behind everything, all the fires, floods, famines, earthquakes, tsunami, whatever, you name it. None of that stuff is natural. Okay, I'm looking at the sky right now at you know, it's bluer than usual. They were very generous this weekend for the holiday, but it's been really milky all summer, and the air is like dirty. Like, it's not like, you know, they try to say that it's forest fires going on in Canada. That's not fires, that's chemical fires, because the air has been very acrid and just like unbreathable, and it makes your skin feel unclean. So yeah, I'm trying to survive, and I'm trying to look at the future in a way that will allow me to be a helpful, beneficial influence on other people's lives. And the only thing that really makes me happy in life at this point is discipline, and that's the farthest thing that I'm away from right now. I'm so far away from my discipline, and I have to accept that too. You know, that you get close to it, you get further away. You know what I mean? You're not gonna. In my case, I'm not gonna always be on top of my discipline. Because I thrust myself into like a very high level of difficulty in my game, as it were. This is the hardest level that I've ever tried to play, and I arrived here prematurely. I should have listened to everyone who said to wait a while before you come here. I should have done that. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. So basically, I will say that you know, nature is very beneficial and benevolent, and has given me what I need, has given me a friend, has given me the resources that I need, which is like, you know, all the junk food I can eat. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, has given me a friend, which is just amazing. I haven't had a friend. I haven't really had people in my life that I could depend on, or that would take care of me, ever, like ever. So that's really cool. Um, so yeah, long story short, I really do appreciate the Holy Spirit and what she's done for me and what she does for me every day. I appreciate nature and all of its glory and all of its reality and all of its grittiness and its realness. And I appreciate the strength that I'm able to find within myself to carry on and to accept reality, because the fact of the matter is, like, you have to accept it because you're not going to die right now. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to carry on. You still have to proceed with your incarnation, unless you're going to kill yourself, you know. And I already tried that and failed, so I'm not going to try that again. That was a total failure on my part that I you know, I will never try again. So so yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this message, and I hope that it doesn't bring you down. Hopefully it inspires you. You're not the only one who's suffering. You know, we're all going through difficult stuff right now. I feel like the New World Order is really, you know, trying to close in more tightly on the people with the population control measures and so many things, because those of us who are conscious and who are aware of what's happening in the world are probably like over it, you know what I mean? Like, we're just over the whole system. We're over COVID. We're over, you know, whatever. We don't believe in any of that stuff anymore. A lot of people are changing their minds and waking up. So, you know, there's that kind of like, you know, tension and that kind of like, you know, come this way and come that way. That tug, you know, of ego, you know, be like this, no, be like that, you know. So I think it's a common experience that we're all sharing. If you are having a good year this year, God bless you and congratulations. I want to say this is the year of the rabbit, and I have met several lovely bunny rabbit people this year, and I'm a bunny rabbit. My youngest daughter is a bunny rabbit, and my friend Kiki is a bunny rabbit. So Kiki is just an absolute charming, beautiful, bright personality. DeCarlo is another one. He's also a bunny rabbit. So polite. What a polite, beautiful, sensitive, kind creature. So go bunnies. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Eric and I had the fortunate experience of being at the beach during the very rare blue supermoon event that occurred in August. It was so cool to watch the moon coming up out of the water